when it comes to people potential flips. I say guys like Jeremiah Smith, one of the top wide receivers in the nation, is a potential flip to Florida State. We've got I think it's the young man from Bluntstown, Artavius something. He's a D tackle commit to one of our rivals. But it's just really good to be a Florida State fan right now. And this is why I keep trying to tell you guys, just embrace winning, embrace being in the position that we're in, because you never know how long you're going to be in that position. Here's how I know we are in a good position. Now, my guy Sporadics, Chris, is part of Sideline Sports Network. So that makes me kind of de facto a part of Sideline Sports Network. I fucks with them. Whoever their gang is my gang. Gang all day. That's how we roll around here. But I will say this. One of the things that I've never been afraid to do is call bullshit. And especially with people I don't know. I don't know these motherfuckers. But Sideline Sports for Georgia, I'm calling bullshit. If you just put this one, that's a terrible picture of Kirby. He looks like a court jester, not a king, but whatever. So Sideline Sports Network for Georgia. If you can click on that tweet, Miles, so that they can see the lies that they spew. And I got Gators in here. I got Hurricanes in here. I have obviously we have FSU Seminoles in here. And this guy puts from Sidelines UGA. For all the accolades Kirby has brought to UGA, the most impressive one by far is we've got Bama fans openly cheering for Auburn. I can't speak on that. FSU fans openly cheering for UF. All right. See what I'm talking about when people just be making shit up? I have told y'all. And there was a great little TikTok thing that went off some years ago. Guy was talking about he was in the gym, right? He was in the gym. He was working out. And a guy with a Hurricane, he's a Hurricane fan. He's getting a bench. He has to do with the FSU shirt on. Can he give him a spot? He said, yeah, man, I got you, man. All due respect. I don't really like you guys during football season. I respect the rivalry. You know, we came up, we played each other, blah, blah, blah. Then the guy comes in with a UF shirt on, and he asks if he can get a spot. The UM fan says, well, I'm leaving. And the FSU fan just turns away and walks away. Then he sees him in the dressing room. He's like, hey, man, why didn't you help give that man a spot? And that man said, I don't want to see a Florida fan be successful in anything in life. That's why I tell people Clemson's not a rival, because we don't hate Clemson. We just couldn't beat Clemson for a few years, and then it became a rivalry. The Florida State rivalry is so deep that its start was basically gang. We got to prove for a football team, they literally tried to stop it through the government. Like back in the day, they said it's only supposed to be one football team. They didn't want the school west of the Swanee River to be able to have a football team. Then they didn't want to play us because they didn't want to legitimize us having a football team because they didn't want us to have one in the first place. So much so that there is a state law. There's no other rivalry that has a state law where you have to play this game. Like, so when people are talking about, well, change conferences, well, Florida's doing it, they're not going to be able to play Florida State. It is illegal for the University of Florida to not play us. Somebody would have to propose a bill, write bill, propose it, get it voted upon. That means Florida would have to use money to be able to get legislatures to actually waste their fucking time to go do this. You know how big and sassy you would have to be for that to happen? All that being said, he also did that by making my dog Kirby look absolutely ridiculous. There's got to be better swag you could have gave my dog Kirby. Kirby is the other side of it is Kirby's a Florida State grad. Why wouldn't we want him to be successful? There's a few people who don't want him, may say some shit because they think a Georgia loss would be better for Florida State because that gets us up. Nah, if anything, I want them to beat the fuck out of Florida and lose to LSU in the championship. That's how this thing needs to work. Zoe said they saw one tweet from Bree and Rand. Anybody tweeting Bree is crazy. I actually had to tweet. We got one Seminole fan that's so fucking traumatized that everything she tweets silly shit like, man, you know, goddamn Syracuse Man, Syracuse could beat every week. Somebody could beat us every week. So I'm like, good night, Bree. The shit doesn't work. I said, Bree, the day you say we're going to win is the day I'm going to be afraid. Because apparently it's like our good luck charm or some shit like that. She's dope, but she just doesn't. She's not who I would go to for football related advice. But some of you guys go to worse people for football related advice. That's why sometimes I don't think I'm as savage as people say I am. One, everybody knows that I am an Adam Fuller apologist. The Fuller D is getting good. Yo,